Hey everyone, Reborn8 here with Araletha Films, doing a review of the Astro C40 Controller. This is a kind of a unique controller, and I've always liked Astro's products. I use the Astro A50 gaming headset, wireless, awesome headset. Some might say it's kind of expensive on the $300 side, but when it comes to gaming or listening to things, I think sound quality is very important. If you have great sound, it makes the experience so much more enjoyable. So when I saw this Astro, or saw that Astro had a new controller, I was very curious about it. So I went online, did some searching around, read up on it, and I was pretty much sold. I wanted to get it. I wanted to see how it works. I'm currently using a regular Xbox controller. This one here has a skin on it. So as you can see kind of in the comparison with the skin, it's a little bit bigger and everything. But the Astro is lighter overall. It's a lighter controller. This one here, of course, uses two AA batteries, adds to the weight. Nice controller, but definitely doesn't have all the features as the Astro C40 does. Now to go over the Astro C40. So this is a wired or wireless controller, and just to go over some of the features on the front. So this is made for a PS4 or PC. It can't be used with an Xbox, unfortunately, but with a PS4, PC, it can be used. I've noticed that a lot of Astro's products, the PS4 and the PC side can work, but not the other way around with Xbox. It can't be like work with an Xbox One console and then also be used with a PC. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but that's something internal. Doesn't really affect me. I'm a PC gamer myself. I don't have a console, but if I did, Xbox, PlayStation, I probably would be getting a PlayStation now because I have this controller, but it's up in the air. So to go over the features here, let's do this. So you have your two analog sticks here, your D-pad, and then, of course, over here, your regular X, square, triangle, and circle. So this really right now is set up for, like I like an Xbox way. So you have the D-pad down here, and then the analog stick up here. So what if you wanted to change it up? How would that work? Very easy. So in the box here that it comes in, it's a nice Allen wrench tool, and you're going to use this to actually just get into this faceplate and take it off. So there's 4 screws, or 4 hexes there. You're just going to go into here, and you don't need much pressure. And the good thing with these, they do have stops on them, so it prevents them from falling out and you losing them, not being able to put the faceplate on. So just 4 screws here I'm going to take off. And once you have those loosened up, you can literally just lift this whole thing up. Just like this. Ooh, that fell out there. And we'll go over. So, this is the faceplate. This is a removable faceplate. And I believe they sell different types of these, maybe with different colors or whatever, for customization purposes. So as you can see, the stops here, they do have stops so they don't come out. So, to swap this to the PlayStation way, which has the analog sticks here, only thing we need to do is, this is one of the modules. See where it lines up there? This one here was already there originally, but what we are doing is we are taking this D-pad now, putting it up here, and then taking this analog stick, and we're going to, see that red there? Attach it right there. And then this just literally just drops in there. So you just want to make sure everything's, set right. Then you're going to take your tool and tighten back up. So the way you tighten, go back and forth, distribute the tightness, or tightening it evenly. There. And like I said, you don't need to over tighten these things, just make it where it's snug. And there you go. Different format. So a very important thing to do after you do this, switch out any of these modular components, is to calibrate it. And you do that by, turn it on there. See this middle, that's the only LED on it, so it's searching for a signal right now. And on the back of it right here, we're going to go over, actually just go over this right now. So you do have back panels, which is very nice. So one of the reasons why I like this, because on FIFA, I think it defaults to hitting one of the left or right buttons and then shooting for a finesse shot. So it kind of makes it hard. Well, for me it is, but it makes it a lot easier when it's underneath, and I can just push this and then hit here to do it. So the under bottom right and left buttons come in very handy. Right here are actually stops. So this here is full analog. So flip this up, see it has a stop there. So if you're playing an FPS shooter, that might come in very handy because you don't want it to go all the way back. But if you're driving a driving game where it's analog and your throttle, then you want to have that full freedom like that. But if you don't need it, pop these forward, and you got stops there. Here you have your indicator that tells you if you are wireless or cabled. If it's to the left, you are wireless, to the right, cabled. These are your profiles, 1 and 2 profiles. This is the cable for when it's wired. This here is actually the Ps4 Touchpad. This is actually a button as well. This is your options here. This is the share. These are the normal controls and setups here. There is actually, this is a program button, and this is actually a reset. Looks like a little tiny pinhole here, reset button. So going back to the calibration of it, after you change these out, what you want to do is hold this down till it vibrates a little bit. It's going to vibrate. Got the vibration. And then just set it down. Don't do anything. And wait about 30 seconds. It's going to vibrate again. That's all it is. That's all you have to do, folks. It's calibrated. So you just want to do that every time you swap these around, because you might get some drift, they say, or if things aren't calibrated properly. But just do that every time. I've used it just once. I used it last night playing FIFA. It worked great. It felt great. It was a lot less lighter than this one with the batteries in it. See, they're actually just did the vibration again, so it's good to go. And to turn it off, I just hold this button down until that light goes off. It'll turn like red, amber a little bit, or like orange, and then goes off. But that's it. Just a quick rundown of this. It does come with a very long 2mm or 2 meter cable here. So this just plugs in right to the front if it's cabled right here. In the box, actually, you have this. This is used for when you're wireless. You just plug it into an available USB. Very easy setup. And of course you get the Allen wrench tool here, as well as a couple of extra analog stick tops. So this is low profile, as you can see. These are the low ones, and these here give you more height. So what I do, because the big question is they don't have any skins for this, I don't believe right now. Like as you can see on my Xbox controller, I have this skin around it. So what I do is I always buy aftermarket covers just to protect these. Makes them last a lot longer, and they're easy to put on. They just go right on. Like these are covers here. It just goes over there. So the cover wears down and not this part. Once you wear this part down, then you it's not a good thing. So these come in really handy. You can buy these on Amazon or whatever. I use foamy lizard types from Amazon. They work very well, but I know many companies make them. But that's pretty much it, and all these are programmable. The software for this is excellent. You can remap all this stuff around to customize this the way you want to play. Back here you do have a headphone jack. It does have audio, so if you want to plug in your headphone jack there, do it. If you do, if you do have an Astro A50 headset, make sure you disable the audio from this. Or I was having issues where my A50 was, I turned my A50 on, and then I would plug this in and the audio would go off because it was I think it was trying to look at the audio going through this. So make sure the audio is off on this if you have an Astro A50 headset or a headset that plugs into your main system. And then it's golden. This works great with it's just a great feeling controller. But like I said, I haven't used it for that long. I'm going to use it more to get a really good feel of how I like it overall, playing different games with it. I've been doing a lot more games with controllers, and being already an Astro customer with the headsets, this was a great compliment to it. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Just ask in the comments. I'll probably do another review in a month or so after I've used it for a bit to give you guys kind of the view of, how it's going with it. Because when you first buy something, you can't really give a full thorough review because you haven't used it yet. You don't know what's going to happen to it. If it's going to act properly, act improperly or whatever. So, have any questions, ask in the comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Game on.